And we're going in depth on mental health with experts tonight who say the shooting highlights the needs of those that are capable of these heinous acts, but also those that need help the most.
And one mental health advocate we spoke with tonight says help dealing with both needs some work here in our area. And Fox Carolina's Derek Dellinger has been looking into that, offering perspective on this. So, Derek, where do they say the problems lie?
Well, there is really a blunt assessment that we got tonight from NAMI Greenville. Their offices are up here just off East North Street, and it's a mental health organization that's here in Greenville. The advocate says that what is in this area is limited, and to be honest with you, a lot of it is really not cheap. She says that with events like what happened, with like essentially the Parkland shooting that happened yesterday, it highlights the need for mental health help. The anguish, the terror, but also the evil. But for psychologist Martha Durham, what she sees are a bunch of missed opportunities.
If somebody has issues like that, they might shoot up a school or become violent, it's probably not safe to approach them. But what's interesting, if you look at all the reports, everybody knew.
Watching what's come out of Florida, the doctor, who is also on the board for NAMI Greenville, a mental illness organization, says the discussion on mental health of the shooter misses the point.
I hate when you hear it's a mental illness issue. It's about antisocial behaviors, which are criminal behaviors. It's about sociopathy. It's not about depression, anxiety, Aspergers, anything like that.
Durham deals a lot with trauma victims, but was blunt in saying that people with issues like those reported in the suspect in the Florida school shooting don't usually ask for help, and getting them help is hard.
If we report a dangerous individual who is normally not a person coming to us for therapy, so a mandated reporter in a school, like a teacher or a counselor or a medical professional.
Or in this case, a Good Samaritan.
A Good Samaritan. If you report, what you find out is they can't do anything until the person acts.
Locally, we wanted to know about the resources here for those susceptible to this kind of behavior, but also victims of trauma like this. Durham says lack of funding has caused an issue.
We don't have great services here. We have a lot of desire to do the right thing.
We talked with those who specialize in psychology and psychiatry. They say the right thing now is what's being done, getting the help.
We need to be talking about this every day. We need to not be afraid to report that kind of very dangerous, active threats. So I think we're all responsible for a person like this.
But also identifying what was missed and addressing it.
It's sad because we're used to it.
And how to deal with those who are affected by it.
Most people don't understand that this has long-term serious impact for them, and you need trauma work to deal with it.
Durham told us tonight that funding is a real big issue for a lot of these mental health programs. And she says, to be honest with you, South Carolina really doesn't do a lot, but other states do have a habit of doing so. But treating those capable of this kind of behavior, this kind of violent behavior, is really tough to do, funding or not. Just getting those people in the door, she says, is really the big problem. And again, as she said in that story, a lot of them don't really get the help that they need until they act out in these violent incidents. Live in Greenville, Derek Dellinger, Fox Carolina, the 10 o'clock news.